Hi, if you're a Pisces born February 19th to March 20th, what can you expect for the month of April 2018? Let's tune in and find out. Wow, I feel like Pisces, you have so many creative projects that you're not quite sure which one to do. I feel this real thirst to get things going and this real thirst to kind of like move all these balls at once. And you can, you actually absolutely can. And you're given this retrograde that we're still in with Mercury to kind of slow down and sketch out these ideas and to revamp them and to make sure that, you know, you're squeezing the juice out of them and they're actually in alignment with the way that you see them in your mind. So I really feel like this time period, this first 2 weeks of April, you get so much done. At the same time, there's also, you know, this desire to kind of like be somewhere else because you like to kind of like go off, right? So just resist the temptation to do that. And I think that you can keep bringing your attention back to the projects that you have. And I think you can get a lot done. All right, well, let's look and see about your romantic situation. Those of you that are in a romantic relationship, let's see what's in store for you in April. So I think you're going to see your partner support you, and I also think you're also going to see and hear your partner speak up and kind of put you on notice too when they're not feeling supported. So you may have more insight as to the dynamics of your relationship, what's working, what's not working. So you may discover that early on, especially we have this full moon, the second full moon that happened in March. You're going to see this second full moon on March 30th here, and that could be like it could be a little tense, some tension. So April 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, there might be some tension left over from that full moon. So just be aware of that. And then also we're still in the retrograde until April 15th, which also hampers communication. So just be aware that, you know, things may not come off your tongue the way that you had intended. And if that's so, you just want to clean it up, make life easy on yourself. And so just know that sometimes things may be said that were out of context or maybe a little more intent, you know, with the, you know, than you had wanted. There was just more tension there. You wanted it to come out differently. So just be aware that that may go on these first 2 weeks. The good news is that you and your partner know each other, you know where the love is, you understand each other. There is a synergistic energy of elevating you even in spite of the difficulties. So I do feel no matter what's going on, you're still raising your vibration and you're still helping and supporting one another. So it does still at the end of the day feel good even in spite of the difficult moments that you might have these first couple of weeks. There's a great playtime, relaxing energy at the end of the month. There's really a full moon. You may have a chance to get away. And that same energy may have been present at the beginning of the month, but a little more friction. But at the end of the month, again, that energy is at play. There's a full moon, April 29th in Scorpio, and it's a very deep, sexual, fun energy. But I feel like it's relaxing. I don't feel like there's any like, you know, it's like being out in the sun all day. There's a point where suddenly you get sunburned and it's not so great, right? I don't feel that aspect as much, although it can be because it's Scorpio, but I don't feel it as much on the 29th, that full moon. So I feel like your relationship is much more at ease and fun and creative. Okay, so those of you that are single, looking for love, you Pisces, let's see what's in store for you. So part of this is getting out of your own way, Pisces. Like, stop judging yourself so harshly. Stop telling yourself or reminding yourself what you have or what you don't have, how you look or how you don't look, you know, what you say or what you don't say. You know, I just see you kind of standing on your path, judging you and, you know, like this and don't do that. And so you want to really just practice having fun, practice meeting people where they are, meaning, you know, if somebody's really happy, being happy. If somebody's really sad, being quiet with them. You know how to do this. You do it naturally, Pisces. You guys are such a water sign and you just flow with people, right? But don't do it to the point where you lose yourself. So you want to notice, yeah, that's a great way to build rapport and a great way to get to know people. But then stop, after you do that for a minute or two, then stop and go, do I like this? Do I like this vibe or not? Right? And then starting to notice what really suits you and what doesn't. So it gives you more information so you don't find yourself ending up in a relationship that you go, why am I here? Why am I dating this person? We have nothing in common. Or what did I see in them? you know? So it's like that. So if you can pay a little more attention these first 2 weeks while this retrograde's happening, you're going to save yourself a lot of headaches in the future, and you're going to get a lot of information about yourself and about what you're attracted to. And then after the 15th, kind of like all the blinds go up and you're able to really clearly see what you like for yourself and what somebody else has available. And there's going to be less of this nervousness or less anxiety or less judgment for sure about who you are and what you're doing. Instead of turning inward, looking at yourself, you're going to be able to look outward and to see what's there. And you'll be much more comfortable with yourself. And that's really how you're going to find love, is just being yourself and looking out and seeing somebody that, you know, you go, wow, you're just like me. And they go, wow, you're just like me. And there's just going to be that connection, that familiar connection that's going to pull you in a really romantic and heartfelt way. And I definitely feel like that could be happening for you towards the end of the month, as early as the 20th, as early as the 20th of April. And then we have that full moon, April 29th in Scorpio, that could really bring in a really deep love for you too. All right, let's move on to career and money for Pisces for April. So career, I feel like you have a lot of things going on. I feel like you maybe recently got something locked down or locked in. And I feel that's really good. So, and I feel like you're moving in the right direction. You're driving things the way that you want them. There is more opportunity to get more, to be able to advance yourself. Especially April 16th, I see an opportunity for you to speak up and and not be afraid to push your idea forward. You know, sometimes it's just a matter of us getting out of our own way and saying, would you ever consider, or what do you think about this, right? Posing questions in a way to allow us to speak up. Would you consider, you know, I could really use a raise. I've been here for 5 years. Would you consider increasing my salary at this time, right? Just putting things out there after the 15th in a way to support you. And I do feel like you have to do this in more than one place. So I feel like you need to be saying what you want in several places at several times in several different ways. It's kind of like seeding the earth, right? So, you know, let's see if it takes here, if it takes here, if it takes here, if it takes there, right? And changing up your game. So I see you being very creative and kind of moving in many different ways throughout the month and watching what blossoms and what doesn't, right? So any area that you're interested in manifesting or making money, you just want to seed that area, seed your ideas, meet with the right people, make the phone calls, ask for help, look towards the past. Especially the first 2 weeks, you want to look towards the past, towards anybody that you know in your rearview mirror who you've worked with or idolized. Pick up the phone and give them a call and talk to them about what you're doing and how you want to move forward. They're likely to give you some insight or open a door for you. Wow, my head is pounding in your energy. Feels like a lot of work, huh? Well, here's the thing. Pisces, when you guys are moving, you're in the flow, right? And so even though it sounds like it might be a lot of work, when you're in the flow, you can get so much done and you can delegate and things can happen really fast. These things, you know, that you are implementing this month don't have to have a long gestation period. They can happen and manifest like that, right? Like rabbits, right? You know, so it doesn't have to take 9 months to give birth to a new baby. It can happen really, really fast. So be open to the idea that whatever it is you're planting can happen really fast and be really good and really successful long term. Just be open to it. That's all. You don't have to know how to make it happen. There may be somebody else that you attract that actually makes it happen. Because I really see like the brass ring in your hand, right? Which means you got it. You got the gold. And that happens for you this month. So there's something that you accomplished this month that's a really big deal for you. And then you're able to bring your friends into, or you're able to hire the people that you want, or you're able to assemble the team that you need. So I do feel like there's a big support for you this month. And so if it's your boss that wants to help you or a partner that has your back, I do see all you need to do is to speak up and say, okay, this is what I need and let's move forward. And everything can come together. So it's really positive. Okay, so now let's move forward with the money for Pisces. You guys are so creative. You make money with your creativity, with your mouth, with your intelligence, with your creation, with your design, and you have all of that going for you this month, so the money's going to be there. So money will just keep flowing in for you because that's what you do. You generate that way, and so I still just see the money flowing in consistently all month. Yeah. Okay, so let's move to health for Pisces. Okay, some of you have had some health issues, like I feel tightness in my chest, my knee hurts, my head hurts. Okay, so some of you have, could have suffered torn ligaments this month. Some of you could have had grief, like you've lost something, a loved one, or you've been stalled in a relationship that you were hoping to manifest faster, or it could even be some of you feel like sucker punched, that you weren't expecting that response. You were hoping to get a different kind of response, whether that's love or business. So I feel energetically like you've taken a toll, like your body's taken a toll. And it could even that you're holding your breath like, is this going to work? Is this deal going to work? Is this deal going to come together? Am I going to make enough money to pay the rent? like holding your breath. Just want to let go. When you let go, everything will fall into place. All the waters, so interesting. When I know that things are falling into place, I hear water. I hear like running water. So as I said that, as you let go, I just hear this running water, which lets me know that everything comes together, that it's easy, that you're making it much more harder or difficult with your fear or with your need to control, right? Just let go. If you can just let go and keep moving forward and just keep letting go and keep moving forward and just keep letting go and keep moving forward, you're going to find that all of a sudden you're at the end and there's all the money and there's all the collaboration and it's all come together, or there's the one you love, or now you've moved and everything has worked together, or now your health is there, right? So the body knows. So if you just keep letting go, your body will come back into harmony and will sync harmoniously with what works for it. You'll be able to speak up, your voice will work, your body will work, you'll have your ligaments will be, oiled, so to speak, right? So just see you being more flexible. So if you can just let go, whatever it is you're hanging on to, your body's going to get healthier. And then the answers will come in with what you need. And if you're dealing with a health crisis and are going to be out of work, or fear around money and how long the recovery is and all of that, just slow down, right? You're going to get the answers. The answers will come in. The people around you will help you. You won't be alone. Even though it feels like you're alone, you just ask for help, whether you start with God and say, okay, send me the right doctors, nurses, caregivers, support system for my family and my kids, it'll show up, right? It's just about trusting the process and letting go. So that's your job. Trust the process, go to a higher power and let go, and the answers will come to you. Then you just have to do your part, which is to take action to get yourself to the doctor, right? To get yourself to that situation so that you get healed, that you get the help that you need for whatever's going on for you guys. Okay, and then I just feel at the end of this month, there's just this recovery, right? This recuperation. And whether that's you're recovering from the loss of a loved one and you're grieving, or whether it's a physical operation that you needed to have and now you're finally in recovery, or you're just going into it, but there's this recovery period. And that's actually a good thing because your body will be relaxed and chill, and you'll be able to, still use your creativity to be able to keep moving. So you guys were never... Pisces just never settle down because there's always something going on up here, right? Okay, so let's see if there's anything remaining that's unforeseen. Yeah, it's the necessity of self-care, the necessity of taking care of you, the necessity of slowing down and saying, what do I need? The necessity of saying, okay, I don't have to run. Everything's going to happen in divine timing, right? And even though maybe you want something to happen faster and it's not happening fast enough for you, if you slow down, get your needs met as best you can, and then let go, you're going to find that everything will be in the flow more, you're going to be calmer, people around you will be happier, and you're just going to feel less stressed and more like, living from this place of co-creation and happiness. So I really feel like, like spring is in the air, right? When spring is in the air, everything comes alive. We become alive. Life becomes, so much better and more savory. And it's like, oh, wow, great. So that's the opportunity for April for you, is just to ask for your needs to be met, slow down, and give the universe a chance to meet them. stop running ahead because it can't keep up with you. So as you slow down and relax and let everything come to you, you're going to find that just you'll get more out of April than you ever thought. All right, Pisces, have an amazing month. Thank you for viewing and watching and liking my intuitive astrology and sharing it with your friends. And I love it when you comment below. And I'll swing back around and comment there. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Have a terrific April, everybody.